In this video, I'm sharing 6 beautiful places to check out while road tripping through southern and western Oregon. I did this road trip in mid-June, and while I've explored the Oregon coast before, this time I was focused on southern Oregon near Klamath Falls and Willamette National Forest in the Western Cascades. This is a great itinerary if you're looking to spend a week exploring this enchanting state, especially if you love waterfalls, rivers, and crystal clear lakes. As always, help keep the outdoors beautiful by leaving no trace. I started this road trip from Lake Tahoe, where I live, and my first stop was Crater Lake National Park. This was my first time visiting the park, and I was floored by the scenery. Crater Lake, formed by a collapsed volcano, is the deepest lake in the U.S., and the water is a stunning, vibrant blue. The park is open year-round, although some areas can be closed due to snow, which was the case when I visited in June. Still, I was able to walk along Rim Drive and check out some of the viewpoints, and it was so worth it. I actually ended up going twice during this trip and lucked out with calm conditions and some beautiful reflections. If you want to see more from Crater Lake, I have a full video linked below. About 45 minutes from Crater Lake is Spring Creek, a crystal clear, turquoise-colored creek fed by underground springs. The main thing to do here is paddle or kayak upstream to the headwaters. The water temperature is around 35 degrees year-round, so while it might look inviting, it's not exactly ideal for swimming unless you're into cold plunges. For more details on Spring Creek, I have a whole video on that as well, and it's also linked below. For both Crater Lake and Spring Creek, I stayed in Klamath Falls, which is a convenient and budget-friendly place to base yourself. Next, I headed to Willamette National Forest, located in the Western Cascades of Oregon, and home to the next 3 spots on this list. After settling into my accommodations for the night, I woke up early and hiked the Sahalie and Koosah Falls Trail, which is a must-do when visiting this area. This mellow 2.4-mile loop connects both waterfalls and offers up-close views of the Mackenzie River, along with enchanting forest scenery. I actually did this hike back in 2021, which was the last time I visited Oregon, and I loved it so much I knew I had to come back. Just down the road from Sahalie and Koosah Falls is the trail to Tamolitch Blue Pool. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one. It's an easy and beautiful 4-mile out-and-back hike that goes along the Mackenzie River and leads to one of Oregon's most stunning natural wonders, a crystal clear, vibrant blue pool tucked in a forest. It honestly looks like something out of a fairy tale. I arrived super early and only saw a couple of people on the trail, but by the time I left, it was getting pretty busy. I recommend hanging out for a bit, as the color of the pool gets bluer and bluer as the sun comes out. Just a few minutes from Blue Pool, Sahalie Falls, and Koosah Falls is Clear Lake, one of the most beautiful places to paddleboard in Oregon. It's easily accessible from Clear Lake Resort, which has a convenient launch spot for paddleboards and kayaks. You can also rent canoes there, and there's a small restaurant on site. The lake itself is stunning. I got there early and caught some glassy conditions. And I noticed the color really starts to pop by mid-morning. Just like Spring Creek, the water is absolutely freezing. Beneath the surface, there's an ancient forest perfectly preserved by the cold, spring-fed water. So this last one isn't technically an activity, but it definitely made my road trip extra special. I usually stick to budget-friendly places when it comes to accommodations, but this trip I decided to treat myself to a cabin right on the Mackenzie River. It was amazing to wake up and have coffee with the river right there. It also ended up being the perfect spot to watch whitewater rafters go by. I didn't have time to do it myself, but there are a few companies that offer rafting trips on the Mackenzie River. By the way, if you're looking for an epic whitewater rafting adventure, then definitely check out my video on rafting the Middle Fork of the American River, and I've linked that below. I hope you enjoyed my Oregon road trip guide, and I hope it helps you plan your trip. On this channel, I create lots of videos on outdoor adventures, road trips, hiking guides, and more. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That's all for now, and I'll see you in the next one.